Good morning, Internet, or afternoon, or evening, or middle of the night, or whatever time of day or night it may happen to be wherever you are right now. My name is SJ, and it has been a really long time since I did a vlog, which is why I decided to do one today. As you can tell, several things have changed. Probably the most notable of which is that I am not in the same room I've been in for the past all of the vlogs. This is my room in Athens, where I am living with my parents because I graduated from Georgia Tech, which is another thing that's changed. This is my alumni key from my fraternity, which is super cool. It's neat to have this, and I wear it all the time because it's great. I also have an owl clock around my neck, which is great. Anyway, so yeah, this is my room in Athens. I do have the Earth from the moon picture covering an entire wall, because that's really neat. And yes, also I did in fact graduate from Georgia Tech. I made it. I made it out. I haven't gotten word yet on if it was actually with high honors or just with regular honors. Before my last semester's grades came in, it was going to be high honors. And, I mean, I passed everything, obviously. I had 2 A's and 2 B's going towards my GPA, which I think might still qualify me for high honors, but I don't know, and I don't even really care at this point. Because it's over and I made it out, and that's really the important thing. But yeah, tech was great, and I'm gonna miss it. Especially since I didn't get into grad school, and now I'm just kind of like, well, I have nothing to do. Except write a lot. I've been doing a lot of writing. Which is great. I really enjoy it, but it's gonna get real old pretty fast. Because I don't really have anything to do, and I don't have a job, and I need to get a job. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, being in Athens also is kind of a change, because I'm not in Atlanta where all my friends live anymore. So that's kind of unfortunate, because I don't have anyone to hang out with most of the time. Hence all the writing, because I don't need friends to do that. But then I made some really cool friends on Tumblr. I met a lot of really neat people from the Night Vale fandom via live streams, many of whom I admittedly drunkenly sent messages going, hey, do you want to be friends on Skype? Because I am really, really bored and I want to talk to somebody. And surprisingly they said yes, and that was odd. But really cool, and it's been really fun getting to know some people who don't go to Georgia Tech, and oddly most of them are Canadian, which is interesting. But yeah, so that's sort of what I've been doing recently. Talking to people has been cool. Meeting new people has been really cool, especially in a not actually social setting where I can run away for several hours if need be, if I say something stupid. Which is good because, you know, if hang on, my brain, wow, okay. If I say something stupid in public when there are actual people around, I kind of, I shut down for a little while, and it's not good. So having internet friends kind of mitigates that, and it's really nice. Anyway, that's pretty much where I am at the moment. But in the interests of making this vlog more than 5 minutes long, which I would like to do because, I don't know, I like talking, I wanted to talk about these. These are my 2 bracelets that I actually do wear every single day of my life. And I thought it would be cool to tell you guys why I wear them, and what they're for. So, we'll do the green one first. So this is, it's like parachute cord, I think is what it is. It's woven, it's really cool. And Oh, don't go to sleep, Benji. We're still having this problem. I don't know how to fix it. Anyway, so that bracelet was given to me by a friend, well, more of an acquaintance, really, who is an alumnus of my fraternity, and I was like, wow, I like that chartreuse bracelet, and he was like, sure, have it. And the reason I like this chartreuse bracelet is because at the time, I was in a D&D campaign. I was playing in a D&D campaign, playing a character called Chaswick the Chartreuse, who was an orc and a wizard, and dressed entirely in chartreuse clothing all the time, which is a horrible decision. Never do this, because you will, I don't know, but bad things will happen. Because chartreuse is just, it's a color that's asking for trouble. But anyway, this character swiftly grew very near and dear to my heart, mostly because the campaign was excellent, and the DM was fantastic. It sort of made me realize that this character was a hero. And it wasn't just that we were, screwing around Monty Python and the Holy Grail style. This was like some Lord of the Rings level shit. And it was really good, and we were all really invested. And we all died. It was our own fault. And I'm actually upset about this. Because it was bad, and part of the reason we all died was because I was a shitty player, and did some things I shouldn't have, and basically I kind of failed the whole group, and I failed Chaswick too, which is the part that really bothers me. He deserved better than me fucking it up. So I'm upset about that. But that's not what I'm talking about. But it is part of the story, so I guess it was important. But what I came to realize was that this character was actually a hero. He was a good person, and he exemplified everything that I think of as being heroic. And I slowly came to realize that the reason he was like that was because I had it in me to do those things. It wasn't just manifesting out of thin air. It was me playing him. And because I was playing him, that meant that somewhere in me I had the capability of doing those things, or at least thinking about doing them. And that was an interesting thing to realize, especially in the aftermath of the end of the campaign, which lost me a couple of friends, actually. One of whom I'm back on speaking terms with, but, you try. And sometimes you fuck up royally, and that's just how it goes. But, and before anybody makes any comments about, they were shitty people, no, they were completely justified. I fucked up really bad. And I'm not mad at them for not wanting to be friends with me. I feel that they're perfectly justified. And that the situation was such that it was, I earned that. So don't get all fire and brimstone on me, because some of you probably will. But just, restrain yourselves. Anyway, so that's the story behind the green one. The red one, which used to be a lot redder, is also woven. It's like leather. It's really neat because you probably can't see it, but you can open it up and there are really cool little things written on the inside. I can't even find any of them. But there's one. There's a Psi U, which is my fraternity, Psi Upsilon. There's a flower. There's somewhere in here there's a music note. There's like a little star. It's really neat. Anyway, I wasn't really doing that to show you. I was actually just kind of looking for them. But anyway, so one of my other friends made this for me because I'd been going through a really rough time. I've had several really rough times in my life. This was one of them. Oddly enough, it was also in the aftermath of the campaign. So these two are actually very close together temporarily in when I got them. But anyway, she made this for me, and what she said was, I put in here all these good things that are in your life and that are good things about you also. Because even though they might not always be apparent, they're always there. And that was what I needed to hear at the time. And it's good to have a reminder of that snapped around my wrist at all times, because I do forget a lot, that there are good things in my life and that there are good things about me. So it's good to have a reminder. And the little mantra that I do in my head every time I put these on in the morning, I put the green one on first and then the red one, because it goes like this. It's that this one reminds me that I can be a hero, and this one reminds me that to some people I already am. And one day I'm going to start believing that, if I say it enough. Because I still have trouble believing that there are people who look up to me. Because I spend so much of my time looking down on myself. But it's good to have them, and it's good to have a reminder of that. And, you know, if you need to be reminded of the fact that there are good things in the world and good things in you, then find a way to do that, because it's really helpful, for me at least, to have some tangible evidence or reminder of times when things were good and when they, well, not when things were good, but but God, okay, this sentence just went straight to hell. Let me try again. It's good to have a physical reminder that you are not the negative self-talk that you hear. That there is more to you than what you currently believe. And it's really nice to have that around. And to remind yourself of it instead of having other people remind you, because it's really, unfortunately, easy to, for me at least, to disregard other people's compliments, because there's a little voice in the back of my head that goes, no, they're just trying to make you feel better. They don't really think that. And it's a shitty voice to have, and it's wrong, because I really honestly don't think that everyone I know would lie to me. Well, okay, part of me does, but I would hope that that isn't true, and in my more stable moments, I don't believe that that's true. But, yeah, I would, one, recommend having friends, and two, recommend doing things that remind you of who you can be, that remind you that you can be more than unhappy. That you don't have to fade into the background, that you don't have to be no one. And whether that's tabletop RPGs or video games or writing or music or, I don't know, burning small pieces of furniture in your backyard. I mean, as long as they're your pieces of furniture and you don't need them anymore. I do not condone arson. Do not be an arsonist. Just do things that make you happy. And more than make you happy, do things that make you feel in control of yourself. Because that's a pretty good feeling. It's good to feel like, you know, you are doing what you want to do, and nobody else is making you do it, and nobody else can make you do things. God damn it, Benji. Nobody can keep your computer from falling asleep, apparently. My computer's a narcoleptic. Anyway, I guess that's really all I had to say for this one. So yeah, back in Athens, really did graduate. It really happened. So that's kind of a load off my mind. Writing a lot. Chilling, looking for a job. This coming week I'm going to Chicago with my mom and my sister, and we're going to take a tour of Fermilab, which is going to be really cool because it's a particle accelerator, which, holy shit, that's great. So that's going to be fun, and I'm probably not going to be able to do a vlog, but that's alright too, because I spent like a month not doing vlogs, so fuck it. I don't have any regulars. But yeah, I guess that's about it for me. I'll try to make vlogs more frequently, just because I like talking. Yeah, this has gone on long enough. So anyway, you guys take care. Be good. Don't die. Don't fail out, and don't get pregnant unless you're trying to. Yeah, so, I'm sorry. But I guess that's about it for me. So I will see you guys later. And once again, this is SJ, signing off.